The screen is visible to you. We are now going to study uh, some additional methods related to specific operating conditions. Okay, so two more methods. We have studied three methods in the just session just before, and now two more methods. So five methods will be completed with today's discussion. Let us check. First method is related to the bridge balancing with a Wagner earth. So pay your attention that Wagner earthing device. This is a special indication whenever the question is asked. Explain the operation of Wagner earth device or a special balancing arrangement with respect to stray ground capacitances. In that case, Wagner earth type of arrangement with 6 arms bridge will be considered. That is the first method. Then next is uh, high frequency and low frequency measurement. They are done by replacing some of the bridge arms with the transformer windings. So transformer ratio arm bridge. Transformer windings are used as a balancing arms by replacing resistance and capacitances. Again, I must emphasize and help you understand that all these variations are because of the presence of some nearby ground objects or ground capacitances that we would like to eliminate from the bridge balancing equation because they will cause error. If any other capacitance is present other than the one which you want to measure, because ground capacitances are invisible, they have to be eliminated. The error due to ground capacitances have to be eliminated through proper design and care and proper evaluation of the various objects nearby. Next is that whenever you want to carry out high frequency measurements, maybe for some power electronic circuits or some kind of arrangements, okay, or some capacitors which are working in association with high frequency sine waves, okay, high frequency sources, and in that case, what will happen is that the measurement of capacitance and loss factor has to consider the stray inductance and stray capacitances which will come into picture. क्या होता है कि फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ने से कैपेसिटेंस और इंडक्टेंस सर्किट में अगर थोड़े से भी प्रेजेंट होंगे तो उनका इफेक्ट जो है एनहांस हो जाएगा. अगर फ्रीक्वेंसी लो है तो इंडक्टेंस का इफेक्ट कम होता है और कैपेसिटेंस का इफेक्ट काफी बढ़ जाता है. बट इफ द फ्रीक्वेंसी इज हाई, what will happen is that inductance effect will be less, but capacitance effect will be more. So the thing is that there may be a variation. Frequency कम है तो inductance कम, ठीक है, frequency high है तो capacitance कम. We have to be very particular in considering these various methods and their impact. Okay, so let us discuss these again. Within transformer ratio arms bridge, there are two sub methods. One is the voltage ratio arm, and the other one is the capacitance current ratio arm. Okay, so let us go through this. Learning objective with respect to this particular topic is first is Wagner based 3-terminal measurement. We are going to consider that it is actually a sharing bridge only, but using Wagner earth method. Then next is working of transformer voltage ratio arms bridge, and finally working of transformer current ratio arm bridge. So three methods will be seen. We first come to the sharing bridge with stray ground capacitances, right? Stray ground capacitances. So kindly focus your attention here, down at the bottom. This is a usual bridge, okay, consisting of some variable arms, right, and some unknown and known arms, unknown capacitance and then standard capacitance. Variable R3 and this, or this is R4 and then this is C3 and R3. This is a sharing bridge, right? But if you are carrying out measurements and the bridge is being used in such a situation that there are nearby grounded objects. The grounded objects are very close to the bridge, and this is a high voltage bridge. Consequently, what will happen is that the bridge junctions, you can see junctions A, B, C, and D, right? The bridge junctions A, B, C, D, these have a tendency to form stray ground capacitances. So CA, then CB, CC, and then CD. All these bridge junctions, they will form some amount of ground capacitances due to nearby grounded object. This bridge, when it is energized from the high voltage transformer, it will form stray ground capacitances. See, what will happen is that we assume that there is only one unknown capacitance, right? And we then also assume that there is only one known standard capacitance in this ratio. Okay, apart from the control ratio bridge arm capacitance, this is maybe a C3, right? So we are assuming that there are only three capacitances present in the circuit. But due to the stray ground capacitances, there may be capacitances CA, CB, CC, CD, these are present in the sharing bridge. So naturally, when we try to achieve the null balance, null indication on this detector by adjusting these ones, by connecting unknown ones, okay, it is observed that presence of these ground capacitances will provide you a false null balance condition, and results obtained from that false null balance condition cannot be considered as a fruitful result and useful for the purpose of power system evaluation. Naturally, we want to ensure that there are only three capacitances of the bridge present, and none of these are present. CA, CB, CC, these should not be present. Okay. So what is done in order to minimize this? So for minimizing this, we'll consider. So these are all the stray capacitances. I'm just highlighting them: CA, CB, CC, CD. We would like to get rid of this. Okay. So what is done is that here one end of the bridge, maybe preferably D, it is connected to the ground directly. Okay. The bridge end, it is directly connected to the ground in order to minimize the stray capacitance, isn't it? So let us check with that part. And once this is connected to ground, CC will be automatically eliminated as it will appear across the supply with respect to ground. So it will not affect the bridge balance condition. So one set of capacitors, that is CC and CD, can be eliminated by connecting any one of these bridge terminals or junction to the ground directly. So when we connect them to ground, the other end capacitance directly appears across the supply, and bridge balance, it will not be affected by these two capacitors. Then what about the rest two capacitors, CA and CB? CA and CB capacitances can be minimized by using the Wagner Earth device or a 6 arms bridge type of arrangement. Let us check that one. So kindly focus your attention here. This is Wagner's earthing for 3 terminal measurements, right? Wagner's earthing for the 3 terminal measurements. So please remember, whenever there is a question in the examination, you have to be very particular in remembering this particular term, Wagner's earthing device. So ultimately, it will lead you to the sharing bridge and the concept of stray ground capacitances, right? So kindly focus your attention that this arm, okay, and similarly this arm, it is getting connected to the ground. Both these arms, top and bottom, these are getting connected to the ground. So when they are connected to the ground, it is ensured that it is through an additional set of bridge arms in the form of a capacitance and a variable impedance. 2 elements are inserted other than the ground capacitances. So what happens is that with introduction of these capacitance and variable impedance, the effect of CC and CD, it will be directly connected to the ground. So what will happen is that the supply is appearing across the bridge, and ground capacitances will not affect the top and bottom ground capacitances will not affect the bridge balance for the sharing bridge. But what happens to terminal A and terminal B? So for that, there is a selector switch provided. It consists of terminal B and C and then there is a selector switch. So what is done is that this selector switch is first connected to point B, and then the variable elements are adjusted in order to achieve the null balance, so that potential A becomes equal to potential B. Switch connected to B, and then balance is achieved. So potential A becomes equal to potential B. But still, these two potentials are not equal to the ground potential. That means ground capacitance is present. Then switch is thrown to position C. Switch is thrown to position C. What will happen is that when this is connected to position C, so this arm and this arm will get eliminated. So naturally, the new set of ratio arms that are connected in the circuit, they will try to arrive at the null condition. Since this is connected to ground, so when we achieve the new balance, what will happen is that potential of point C becomes equal to potential of point A, but not necessarily that of equal to point B. तो S को C पर कनेक्ट करेंगे, ये ऑलरेडी ग्राउंडेड है. फिर बैलेंस को अचीव करेंगे by adjusting impedance Z. So when balance is achieved, potential of A becomes equal to potential of C, and C is grounded. That means potential A is at ground, but B is not yet ground. Then again we put this switch back to position B and adjust the ratio arms of this bridge. Try to make A equal to B null indication. Since A is already made equal to C, it will be at ground potential. B is also made equal to A, so it will be again at the ground potential. So effect of ground capacitance at terminal A and terminal B can be eliminated in this particular method, right? So let us just highlight these ones. Okay. This is a upper terminal grounded, lower terminal grounded through additional set of ratio arms. And then this is a Wagner earthing type of selector switch, where there are two terminals B and C, right? And this is a variable impedance for achieving balance of the fifth and sixth arm, consisting of C and Z, right? Let us describe this circuit operation for the Wagner earthing device. Capacitances, it's a matter of revision again, what we have discussed by observing the circuit diagram. Capacitances CA, CB, CC, and CD. These are stray capacitances of junctions A, B, C, D of the bridges, respectively. Earthing junction D, capacitance CD can be eliminated, and then capacitance CC will directly appear across supply, thereby having no influence on the bridge balance. So I was telling that by earthing upper terminal, right, we can remove the influence of the lower terminal ground capacitance on the bridge. Okay. Next, the effect of remaining two capacitances, that is CA and CB, can be eliminated using Wagner earthing device. सर्किट में आपको एक्सप्लेन करते समय मैंने बताया कि जो साइड वाले जो दो कैपेसिटेंस थे उसको कैसे रिमूव करना है. Additional impedance Z is connected between low voltage terminal of the bridge and the ground, and this forms, just a minute. Additional impedance Z is connected between the low voltage terminal of the bridge and the ground, right? And this forms the 6-arm bridge, okay, with stray capacitance. 6 arms bridge with respect to the stray capacitance of high voltage terminal with respect to the ground shield. And a double balancing procedure is required. Double balancing. 6 arms है, तो naturally at a time 4 ही arms को हम balance कर सकते हैं bridge के principle के हिसाब से. तो 6 arms होने से any 2 arms are replaced and balance is achieved to minimize the ground capacitance. Okay. So let us check with that part also. First of all, switch is positioned to point B. Point B मतलब left वाली position है, ठीक है? Usual bridge point B, and then balancing is obtained, right? At this point, the potential of point A and B are same. A और B के potential को equal करेंगे क्योंकि हम balance achieve कर रहे हैं, but not necessarily not equal to the ground. तो इसको ग्राउंड पे लाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा, दैट इज टू बी चेक. ओके, राइट. स्विच इज देन कनेक्टेड टू पॉइंट सी. स्विच की पोजीशन राइट साइड में शिफ्ट करेंगे, ठीक है. देन द इम्पीडेंस Z is adjusted. The additional two new arms of the bridge, they will now achieve the balance. So what is the effect of this? The effect of this is that potential of point A is made equal, okay, but not equal to the ground potential. Switch is again moved back to position B, adjusted until potential of A and B are equal. ठीक है. तो ये कैसे है, थोड़ा सा 2-3 इटरेशंस में ए और बी के पोटेंशियल को इक्वल करते हैं और बीच बीच में राइट पोजीशन में थ्रो करके ए और सी को इक्वल करते हैं. तो सी इज अ ग्राउंड. When potential A becomes equal to C and in other iteration A is made equal to B, so we can say that both all the 3 points, that is point A, point B and point C, they will be all equal, and since C is ground, so A and B has been made equal to ground. So when they are at ground potential, ground capacitances are automatically eliminated. The process above is repeated until 3 terminals A, B and C, they are all at the same potential of ground, and effect of all ground capacitances is eliminated. ठीक है. तो ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप है. ये प्रोसेस जो है ये रिपीट करते हैं जब तक के टर्मिनल ए बी सी सभी के जो पोटेंशियल है वो इक्वल नहीं हो जाता. ठीक है. तो उसमें से कैसा है कि जो सी है, दिस इज ऑलरेडी एट ग्राउंड पोटेंशियल. So when we try to make these 3 potentials equal, we are actually trying to make A, B, C all ground, and thereby affecting the change. The ground capacitance effect will be removed. Okay. Next, next we move on to the transformer voltage ratio arm bridge. यहाँ पे देखिए थोड़ा सा इस here the heading is transformer voltage ratio arms bridge. So what is transformer voltage ratio arms bridge? Kindly focus your attention on the bridge elements. You can see that there are lesser number of resistances and capacitance here as compared to the usual sharing bridge. And null detector is connected at some point, which is a sort of a center tap for the secondary of this particular transformer. So here what happens is that transformer is doing a dual purpose. One is that transformer is supplying power to the bridge, and at the same time the windings of the transformer, they are being used as a ratio arm for the bridge balance. Okay. So what is the advantage of this? The advantage of this is that for high frequency measurements, right, or maybe for very low frequency measurements, this transformer takes care of stray inductances and capacitances that will emerge at high frequency or at low frequency. तो वो कैपेसिटेंस और इंडक्टेंस के इफेक्ट को कम करने के लिए, अगर हम यहाँ पे हाई रेजिस्टेंस यूज करते हैं तो हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी पे उसका इंडक्टेंस एनहांस हो जाता है, और वी आर यूजिंग एट अ वेरी लो frequency, naturally there is a presence of stray capacitances as well. So we are going to check with that one. So these are the windings, secondary winding of transformer. They are used with a center tap in order to provide a bridge balance with NB and NA ratio. Apart from that, some number of turns NS, right? Let us check with the description for this one, how the balance is achieved using the ratio arms bridge for the transformer. So first and foremost is that 4 arms bridges are commonly used for measuring resistance, inductance and capacitance. Generally जो 4 arms जो bridge है अपना normal sharing bridge, Wheatstone bridge, these are used for measuring resistance, inductance and capacitance. But at high frequency, high ohmic resistance presents stray inductance and capacitance. जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा कि यदि हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी पे आपने रेजिस्टेंस यूज किया अपने ब्रिज में वेरिएबल, ओके, क्योंकि वेरिएबल रेजिस्टेंस का कॉस्ट कम रहता है, बट व्हेन वी यूज इट फॉर हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी इट प्रेजेंट्स some amount of stray inductance and stray capacitance. Also, the length of the leads, if it is large, then the shielding becomes difficult. तो उसकी वजह से stray capacitance leads की वजह से भी उसमें add हो सकते हैं. Okay, shielding becomes difficult for the leads if they are large, right? Hence, transformer windings, they are used replacing two arms of the bridge for high frequency measurements. Okay. So this is very important. रेजिस्टेंस से रिलेटेड जो स्ट्रे इंडक्टेंस और कैपेसिटेंस है उसकी जगह ट्रांसफॉर्मर की वाइंडिंग्स को यूज किया जाएगा फॉर हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी मेजरमेंट, राइट. The low capacitance measurements are accurate with transformer ratio arm bridge. There are two types of ratio arm bridges. One is a voltage ratio arm, that is a circuit which is already shown above, and second is a current based ratio arms. ठीक है. Voltage ratio arms एक situation में use किया जाता है, current ratio arm it is used in some other situations. So let us check what are the conditions. Right. So voltage balance equation for ideal transformer, the balance conditions that are used for this particular bridge, they are indicated as follows. Okay, VB by VS, it corresponds to the number of turns NB by NS as indicated in the diagram just in the slides earlier to this. And this ratio can be directly related to the standard capacitance CS and CS dash, right, for the balance condition. So we can always arrive at the unknown parameter and achieve the balance. And similarly, the equation RS upon RA, okay, winding resistance will be related to NS upon NA. For practical transformers, there will be a ratio of the load errors due to magnetizing current and load current, but these errors can be predetermined. Okay, so difference between ideal transformer and practical transformer, there is always some ratio error. VB by VSA will not be exactly equal to NB by NS. In that case, the load error will exist. Okay, due to mainly magnetizing and the load current. Loading होती है ट्रांसफॉर्मर की, उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, voltage ratio, there is a voltage drop inside the transformer winding, but that can be determined by knowing the operating conditions. Maybe कितना करंट लेने वाला है अपना सैंपल, वो अगर मालूम रहेगा तो ऑलरेडी हम उसको कंपेंसेट कर सकते हैं. Okay, so that is a voltage balance equation, right? What range of measurements can be carried out here? It is listed. Capacitance in the range of few picofarad to 100 microfarad can be measured using transformer ratio arms bridge, and it can be operated for a wide frequency range from power frequency to 100 kilohertz. And 50 hertz से 100 kilohertz की रेंज में अपन measurements carry out कर सकते हैं. Next is transformer current ratio arm bridge. We are coming to the next topic. You can see that this is the second type of ratio arm bridge. It is mainly current ratio arm bridge. We can either achieve balance in terms of transformer voltage ratio or in terms of transformer current ratio. Naturally, with current ratio, it depends upon the MMF turns that are getting formed, and they will be balanced accordingly in this particular discussion. So here you can see the circuit. There are three sets of winding, N1, N2, and then there is a detector winding. So winding 1, winding 2, and winding 3. The basic principle of operation is actually a bridge only, just it is drawn for convenience in order to show 1 and 2 very close to each other, and the current flowing through these two windings is adjusted in such a manner that the MMF of N1 and N2, they cancel out each other and no current flows through this branch. And null detection will be detected by the third winding. Let us check this operation. So this is turn 1, N1, N2, and then N3. Okay. And null balance detection winding is third winding. Circuit operation. Current ratio arm is used for high voltage but low frequency. देखो क्या है कि जो हमने पिछला मेथड देखा वोल्टेज रेशियो आर्म दैट वाज यूज्ड फॉर हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी, दिस इज यूज्ड फॉर द लो फ्रीक्वेंसी एप्लीकेशन. Please note, voltage ratio arm for high frequency and current ratio arm for the low frequency. This is the main difference between voltage ratio arm bridge and the current ratio arm bridge. Okay. It consists of 3 windings with low leakage and low losses. नेचुरली ट्रांसफॉर्मर वाइंडिंग की अगर अपने लॉसेस और अपना लीकेज रहेगा तो वो मेजरमेंट में हमेशा उसमें क्या हो जाएगा कि देयर विल बी एन एरर. वोल्टेज रेशियो आम में मैंने आपको बताया कि प्रैक्टिकल और आइडियल ट्रांसफॉर्मर क्या डिफरेंस है. देयर इज अ वोल्टेज ड्रॉप इन द प्रैक्टिकल ट्रांसफॉर्मर वाइंडिंग, but by knowing the range of current you can eliminate that error by estimating it beforehand. Transformer is shielded from stray magnetic field and mechanical vibrations. Transformer is shielded from the stray magnetic field and mechanical vibration in order to minimize the errors in the measurement. Under balance condition, there is no net MMF. Current based है balancing, इसलिए MMF के ऊपर dependent है. No net MMF. Okay. And similarly, you can see that stray capacitance between low voltage lead and winding does not affect the balance, as no voltage will be induced across the this one. Okay, low voltage leads. This will eliminate the need for Wagner earth, and also accuracy is better than the shearing bridge. तो यहाँ पे देखिए जो लास्ट पॉइंट में क्या पॉइंट मेंशन्ड है, here it is. What happens is that under the balance condition there is no flow of current. So in turns N1 and N2, no net MMF. There is a net cancellation of MMF. Consequently, what will happen is that stray capacitance between low voltage lead and the winding does not affect the balance. Stray capacitance इसमें नहीं रहता है, इसका effect stray capacitance का इस method में नहीं रहता है. That is why this method is better as compared to the shearing bridge. This method is better as compared to shearing bridge, and also you don't require any Wagner earthing arrangement in order to take care of the stray capacitance. तो ट्रांसफॉर्मर रेशियो ऑफ ब्रिज का फायदा क्या है कि आपको वैगनर अर्थिंग डिवाइस भी यूज नहीं करना है और इसकी एक्यूरेसी कॉमन शेयरिंग ब्रिज से ज्यादा है. दिस इज एडवांटेज ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर मेथड, राइट. So let us come to the current balance equation. Like we have seen for the voltage balance, under the balance condition, voltage across the detector coil will be 0, and current balance can be expressed in terms of capacitances. CS equal to CS dash ratio N2 by N1, and the loss factor tan delta S equal to omega R CS dash plus CS. These equations generally they are directly we have to use it. Of course, when we study at a secondary level, we always try to draw the phasor diagram, arrive at the conditions. So here you can directly express these equations and use it for the purpose of evaluating unknown capacitance. Right? Let us summarize the various points that we have studied through this particular topic on transformer ratio arms bridge and the Wagner earthing devices. Stray ground capacitances affect the bridge measurement. That is the first of the point. We are worried about different methods. अलग-अलग method क्यों आ रहे हैं? क्योंकि stray capacitance, stray inductance, this we would like to eliminate, right? Hence, Wagner earth-based three terminal measurements are carried out. Okay, 3 terminal based. Terminal A, B, C, all are made equal. Ground capacitances are eliminated, right? हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी हाई वोल्टेज मेजरमेंट, तो इसके लिए ट्रांसफॉर्मर वोल्टेज रेशियो हम भी यूज किए, हाई वोल्टेज एंड हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी. ओके, these measurements are dependent on stray inductance and capacitance related to the high resistance element. तो हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी हाई वोल्टेज मेजरमेंट करने के लिए हम रेजिस्टेंस को रिमूव करते हैं, उसकी जगह ट्रांसफॉर्मर वाइंडिंग को रेशियो फॉर्म करने के लिए यूटिलाइज करेंगे. ओके, so that is there. The transformer ratio arms bridge eliminate 2 arms by transformer winding and provide accurate measurement as compared to the shearing bridge. Shearing bridge से ज़्यादा better और accurate measurements रहेंगे high frequency के terms में और even at the low frequencies. Okay, but for power frequency, shearing bridge is preferred. So the analysis of these various methods is that the shearing bridge is preferred mainly for the power frequency measurements. But for high frequency, we use the transformer ratio arms bridge. Okay.